On the news tonight, NNPCL releases price breakdown for Dangote fuel. Osun government says CNG conversion initiative is on course. President Tinubu visits Borno, evaluates flood impact. And on the foreign scene, one died, score injured as Russian guided bomb hit Ukraine. Good evening and welcome to our major report tonight. I am Kayode Adebayo. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has said that it will sell the petrol lifted from the Dangote refinery at a price above 1,000 naira per litre in the far north. The NNPC spokesperson Olufemi Shoneye disclosed this in a statement titled NNPC Limited releases estimated pump prices of PMS from Dangote refinery based on September 2024 pricing. Shoneye explained that the price may go for as high as 1,019 naira per litre in places like Borno State and 999.22 kobo in Abuja, Sokoto, Kano, and others, while it will be 960 naira per litre in Oyo, Rivers, and other areas in the south. The lowest price, according to an infographic released by the NNPC, is 950 naira in Lagos and its environs. It stated that the estimated pump prices of PMS were obtained from the Dangote refinery and will be across NNPC retail stations in the country based on September this year's pricing. Recall that the Dangote Group had disagreed with the NNPC that it was selling PMS at 898 naira, but it failed to release its price list. The Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria has raised concerns over the pricing of petrol from the Dangote refinery, urging the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to ensure it is not sold at a higher price than imported fuel. IPMAN National Welfare Officer John Kekeocha stated this on a television program today, saying that such a disparity would be counterproductive to the nation's drive for energy self-sufficiency and could negatively impact on consumers and marketers alike. According to him, the pricing strategy for locally refined petrol should reflect the advantages of domestic production, offering Nigerians a more affordable option. The association emphasized that maintaining competitive pricing is crucial for the success of the Dangote refinery and for fostering a sustainable fuel market in the country. In the meantime, Governor Adeleke of Osun State has declared that Osun has a compressed natural gas conversion and adoption initiative under implementation for the past 8 months. In a statement by a spokesperson, Malam Olawale Rashid, Governor Adeleke reminded the public that his administration had since January this year commenced the process of CNG adoption, leading to ongoing partnership with the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. The governor noted that the state has been in the public-private partnership talks with 3 companies, including a local CNG firm, which has gone far in the implementation process. According to the governor, the Imale buses currently plying Osun roads for palliative transport service will soon be converted to the CNG model, while Osun is also built to benefit from the federal initiative on the CNG adoption. He hinted that the plan also includes dedicated charging points, as well as PPP acquisition of CNG-powered buses to expand the transport palliative in operation across the state. He said the Ministry of Energy and Transport have been working to ensure the initiative comes on stream despite the complicated technical requirements. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has released another version of the breakdown of the estimated price of petrol bought from Dangote refinery. Gloria Adedina has the rest of this and more from the business desk.
In a statement today, the NNPC gave a chart breakdown of the refined petrol products it brought from Dangote refinery yesterday, while the data of the estimated price to be sold around the country remains the same. The analysis of transaction it had with Dangote refinery was alerted. The nation's oil firm stated that it is paying the Dangote refinery in United States dollars for September petrol offtake, adding that Naira transactions will only commence on October 1st this year. The estimated price are based on negotiated terms between NNPC Limited and Dangote Refinery, which recognized the current international gasoline prices and prevailing foreign exchange rates in line with the provision of Petroleum Industry Act 2021. It assured Nigerians that any discounts from Dangote Refinery will be passed on 100% to the general public. However, the first of series of statements today had Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority fee of 8.99 naira, while the second statement showed 4.495 naira. The first statement had an inspection fee of 0.97, an emerging fee of 26.48 naira, and a distribution fee of 15 naira, with no inspection and margin fees, while the distribution fee was changed to 42.45 naira, while the second statement had an additional midstream and gas infrastructure fund fee of 4.495 naira. Meanwhile, despite steady rise in commodity prices across the country, the National Bureau of Statistics had said the headline inflation rate further eased to 32.15% in August 2024, relative to the July 2024 headline inflation rate of 33.40%. The August 2024 headline inflation showed a decrease of 1.2 percentage points when compared to the July 2024 headline inflation rate at the time the country grapples with high cost of food items, fluctuating in exchange rates, and shortage to the food supply chain occasioned by insecurity. However, on a year-on-year basis, the headline inflation rate was 6.3 percentage points higher compared to the rate recorded in August 2023. The Statistics Bureau said in a report released that headline inflation rates year-on-year basis increased August this year when compared to the same month in the preceding year. According to the NBS, on a month-on-month basis, the headline inflation rate in August 2024 was 2.2%, which was 0.06% lower than the rate recorded in August this year. Gloria Adediran reporting for OSBC News.
The Director General World Trade Organization (WTO), Mrs. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, has announced her intention to seek another 4-year term as head of the trade organization. She disclosed this in an interview with newsmen today, stating that she hopes to complete unfinished business from her first mandate. Mrs. Okonjo-Iweala, who served as Nigeria's finance minister, took office in March 2021 as the first female and African head of the 30-year-old trade body, and her current term expires on August next year. Officially, she has until the end of November to decide whether to apply again. It will be recalled that in 2020, the administration of former U.S. President Donald Trump blocked her appointment, a move seen by some as an attack on an organization he had previously described as horrible. She, however, secured U.S. backing when Joe Biden succeeded Trump in 2021. You are welcome to our commercial segment.
Ambition.
My G, for our ambition, we go hard.
We go day night till we make it.
We go hard till we find that perfect beat.
The perfect beat, the one the world will put on repeat.
So we chase greatness in every moment, making every naira count.
We put out content after content till it's comment after comment. And with Glow by our side,
We have more to offer.
because the My G bundle comes with bonuses
Giving you way more data value and way more steez on IG, Snapchat, TikTok, WhatsApp, Glow TV, Audio Mac, and Boomplay.
in one fly package.
Dial *312# now and select My G bundle.
Glow Unlimited.
You're welcome back. Osun State Governor Senator Adeleke has charged Muslim Ummah in the state to embrace the essence of the birth of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, which is the good of all mankind. This is contained in a statement by a spokesperson, Malam Olawale Rashid. The governor, who congratulated Muslims in the state and beyond for the symbolic moment that the birth of Prophet Muhammad signifies, reminded them to take cognizance of the noble example of peace and hope that the Holy Prophet reflects. He emphasized the need for adherence to the message of compassion and kindness epitomized by the life and teachings of the Prophet, noting that his administration remains committed to initiatives and interventions that will lessen the pains of the moment and ensure a better tomorrow. While reiterating his commitment to religious harmony, Governor Adeleke praised that the occasion brings peace, blessings, and renewed commitment to strengthen bond in homes, the state, and Nigeria as a whole. Meanwhile, the Minister of Arts, Culture, and the Creative Economy, Hannatu Musawa, has felicitated Muslim faithful across Nigeria on the occasion of Eid al-Maulud, commemorating the birth of the Prophet Muhammad. In a statement by her Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Nneka Hike, the minister urged Muslims to reflect on the teachings of the Prophet, emphasizing love, compassion, and unity. She expressed sympathy to the people of Borno State affected by the recent floods, as well as the tragic loss of lives following a boat accident and floods in Zamfara State. In the meantime, President Bola Tinubu has visited Maiduguri, the Borno State capital, to commiserate with the government and people of the state over the recent flood disaster in the northwest state. The president, who arrived in Abuja from London, will evaluate the impact of the flood on residential houses, hospitals, markets, schools, and other public facilities. The president's aircraft landed at the Maiduguri International Airport and was received by the governor, Babangana Zulum, and other government officials. The National Emergency Management Agency said nearly half of Maiduguri was submerged in water after the Alau Dam, a critical infrastructure designed to regulate water flow and provide irrigation and drinking water, overflowed, it seems, following heavy rainfall. In related development, the National Emergency Management Agency has deployed more staff from other zonal offices to assist in the intervention activities ongoing in the flooded areas in Borno State. The NEMA spokesman, Mr. Manzo Ezekiel, who disclosed this to newsmen, noted that the Director General of the agency, Mr. Subaida Umar, is also supervising the rescue and intervention activities in the state. NEMA said staff from Yola, Gombe, Jos, and the Abuja offices have been deployed to Maiduguri because of the overwhelming situation. Mr. Ezekiel highlighted that the Director General of NEMA and the State Governor Babangana Zulum visited home of camps and visited some of the camps and NEMA's warehouses. And while the dashboard for Maiduguri is that over 2 million people have been affected by the incident, while the flooding cut across not less than 4 local government areas of the state. Still on the flood, the Jamaatul Nasir Islam, under the leadership of His Eminence Muhammad Saad Abubakar, the Sultan of Sokoto, has expressed concern over the devastating flooding that has ravaged several states in the country, leading to significant loss of lives and properties. In a statement issued by the JNI Secretary General, Professor Khalid Abubakar Liu, the organization expressed shock over the gravity of the recent flooding, particularly the catastrophic floods in Maiduguri caused by the Alau Dam Bridge. It, however, expressed condolences to all those affected by the disaster, while calling for urgent humanitarian assistance and proactive measures to prevent future disasters. According to the statement, the floods have claimed thousands of lives and left many more injured and displaced, while also causing widespread destruction in states such as Bauchi, Gombe, Adamawa, Jigawa, Kano, and several others. JNI extended its sympathies to the Sheikh of Borno, His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Abubakar Ibn Umar Gaba Kanemi, and all affected emirates, offering prayers for the victims and their families. It urged the federal government to take proactive measures such as reinforcing dams and implementing flood control systems to prevent such large-scale destruction in the future. You are now welcome to our sports segment. Two-time finalist, Nigeria's Falconet will set up camp in the Colombian capital, Bogota, for a 2-week final camping program leading to the commencement of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup Finals, which begin in that country on the last day of this month. Fetia Oladimeji has the details of this and other from the sports desk.
The Falconet has grabbed one of Africa's tickets to this year's final tournament after aggregate score defeats of Tanzania and Burundi. The team spent 4 weeks in the first phase of their final campaign in Abuja, during which they won a series of friendly games, losing only once. Coach Christopher Danjuma appreciated the Nigerian Football Federation for arranging the 2-week campaign in Colombia, adding that it will help the team acclimatize and get familiar with their surroundings before the championship begins. Meanwhile, Sports Minister John Owan Eno met with the squad and charged them to go for the ultimate prize, having won the silver medals previously and been in the semi-finals once. In another development, Super Eagles forward Ademola Lookman was the inspirational hero as he scored a goal and bagged an assist to end Atlanta 3-2 win over Florentia in Sunday's Serie A game. The talented winger scored the winning goal for Giant Piero Gasperini's side late in the first half. Meanwhile, Lookman's first goal of the season for Ladia has been in good form since the start of the season, and his goals contributed to the Super Eagles 3-0 win over Benin in the 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifier. According to reports, Atlanta equalized thanks to a wonderful bit of skill from Ademola Lookman on his first Serie A appearance of the season, skipping away down the left from Eduardo Bove and floating in the cross for Matteo Rettigi's header. Fatia Oladimeji reporting for OSBC.
And coming from the foreign scene, at least one woman has been killed and 42 people injured after a Russian-guided bomb struck a multi-story apartment building in Kharkiv, Ukraine's second-largest city. Oluwaferanmi Bello has this and more from the foreign scene. His report.
The northeastern city prosecutors have said that the body of a 94-year-old woman has been recovered from the 9th floor of the building, which caught fire after it was hit by the bomb. Kharkiv Mayor Ihor Terikov said 42 people, including 3 children, were injured when the bomb hit the 10th floor of the building, adding that the fire spread across 4 floors and 12 other buildings were damaged. Following the attack, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky reiterated his call for Ukraine's Western allies to allow the country to use weaponry on targets deep inside Russia to save lives. Zelensky said Russia had also struck the Sumy and Donetsk regions with guided bombs, and that the Russian army carried out at least 100 of such air attacks daily. In another development, Israeli forces has continued deadly assault across Gaza, killing at least 5 people at a bakery in Al-Mawasi, 10 in Nusrat Camp, as well as targeting Gaza cities Zoton and Sheikh Radwan neighborhoods, where another 10 people, including children, were killed. Israeli settlers assault students and teachers at a school in Murat Jat, northwest of Jericho in the occupied West Bank. After months of denial, the Israeli military admitted that there is a high probability that 3 Israeli captives who died in Gaza last November were killed in its own air attacks. Report says that at least 41,226 people have been killed and 95,413 wounded in Israel's war on Gaza, with the number of those killed in the Hamas-led attack last year is at least 1,139, while more than 200 people were taken captive. Oluwafemi Bello reporting from OSBC.
When we end our major report on OSBC TV tonight, here again is the recap of our top stories. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has released price breakdown for fuel bought from Dangote Refinery. Osun State government has said that the CNG Conversion Initiative program is on course in the state. We also brought to you that President Tinubu has visited Borno State to assess the level of damage by recent flooding in the state. And from the foreign scene, we told you that 1 person died while scores injured in a Russian-guided attack in Ukraine. And that was it on Major report from OSBC TV tonight. The bulletin was edited by Adebari Ejimakinde. I am Kayode Adebayo. Thanks for watching. Good night.